Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today it's Thursday, July 11th, 2024, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App, $ORION-NWSF, or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got the Seattle Mariners versus the Los Angeles Angels. First pitch is going to be here in roughly 8 minutes. So let's cue up the music, take a look at the thumb, and I'll get into the starting lineups. Happy Thursday, everyone. Let's get it, baby. And on the thumb, on the left, we have Julio Rodriguez. And on the right, we have left fielder Taylor Ward. Now let's get into the starting lineups for your first visiting Seattle Mariners. Leading off for the Mariners at shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Right ends up, baby. Let's go. Batting second, playing third base, Hollywood Josh Rojas. Batting third, catching tonight for the Mariners, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Batting cleanup, batting fourth, center fielder, no fly zone, Julio Rodriguez. Batting fifth, playing left field for Seattle, Luke Raleigh. Batting sixth, playing first base for Seattle, Ty France. Batting seventh, playing second base for the Mariners, Jorge Polanco. Batting eighth, DHing today for the Mariners, Mitch Haniga. And batting ninth, welcome to the lineup, left fielder Jonathan Clase. And on the mound for the Mariners, one of our aces, 79 record with an ERA of 3.72, La Piedra. You know who it is, Luis Castillo. Let's go Mariners. And now let's get into the starting lineups for the Los Angeles Angels. Leading off for the Angels, DHing tonight, Anthony Rendon. Batting second, playing first base for the Angels, Nolan Chanel. Batting third, playing left field for Los Angeles, Taylor Ward. Batting cleanup, batting fourth, playing right field for the Angels, Kevin Pillar. Batting fifth, catching tonight for the Angels, Logan O'Hoppe. Batting sixth, playing second base tonight, Brandon Drury. Batting seventh, playing center field, Mickey Munya. Batting eighth, playing shortstop for the Angels, Zach Neto. And batting ninth, playing third base, Luis Guillorme. And on the mound, making his first start for the Angels, Jack Kohanowitz. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Mariners. And like I mentioned multiple times on the stream, make sure you guys are taking care of your mental health, addiction, depression, anxiety. You know, these are things that I've went through. You might be going through it right now, or maybe you have in the past. So if you feel like you're slipping into the darkness a little bit, you'll make some minor adjustments to your daily routine. If you're not eating healthy, start eating healthy. If you're not exercising, go for a walk a few times a week. It really definitely helps out with the energy and the way that you feel at the end of the day. And the last thing, make sure you're listening to music at least 30 minutes a day. You'd be really surprised if you do those 3 minor things. It'll help you get out of the darkness a little bit quicker, and it'll help you get back to your normal self to win the day. Let's go, baby. I'm ready. Let's get it. Mariners, Angels. First pitch is going to be here in roughly 3 minutes. Let's get it, baby. Matt in the building. What's good? Let's get to 100 in donos. Let them know. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. And if you do have a Twitter/X, do your boy a solid and like and retweet the live stream. It'll get us more people in the room, so that way we can grow the NWSF channel. And we always are going to try to shoot for 20 likes within the first hour. And then we're going to go for 30 to 50 likes overall. And we're always going to be shooting for 100 in donos or more on every single stream. Let's get it, baby. How's everybody doing today, huh? Let's go. Thursday evening stream. Let's go, baby. Leading off, JP Crawford, Hollywood, Josh Rojas, Big Dumper, Cal Raleigh, La Piedra on the mound. Ooh, baby, I'm ready. Let's get it. DX in the building. What's good? Trident's up. Let's get this dub here today. Stormbum in the building. Astros in the building. What's good? How are you? Daniel in the building. What's good? Captain Oreo in the building. Go Mariners. Trident's up. How are you? Sarah in the building. What's good? I see your Cardinals. What's good? Let's go, baby. Elliot in the building. Gang, gang, gang. Padres in the building. What's good? Let's go. I'm ready. Flying Monk in the building. Let's go, baby. Hey, winning the day, obviously is a slogan that Chip Kelly used at Oregon. But I really feel that it does really relate to everyday life. And, if you're not eating healthy, you're not exercising, and you're eliminating your friends and everything else, and you're not really, giving the best effort in yourself, you got to be able to have, discipline. And you got to be able to push sometimes when things are going bad in your life. And sometimes when things go bad in your life, you got 2 options. You either can sulk about it and be like, my life is shit, it's not going to get any better. And you can just cry about it, sulk about it, whine about it, complain about it. Or you can think about it in another perspective. It could always be a little bit worse. So if you have that perspective and you push yourself a little bit and you make a little bit of an effort, you'll be able to climb out of the hole a little bit sooner than later, and it'll help you get back to your normal self. And again, ever since we ended up having COVID and then obviously transitioning to post-COVID, it's been rough for a lot of individuals in life, including myself. But if you're willing to make a little bit of sacrifice in your life, push a little bit, do some things that maybe you normally wouldn't do, exercise a little bit more, eat a little bit healthier, make sure you're doing those basic things. You'll be able to come out on the other side a lot faster. And again, it'll help you win the day. Big facts. DX in the building, getting us started off. Let's go. Ooh, you got the trophy? Nice. I like that. $10 holla, 90 to go to hit the goal. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, a little cactus jack. Bang, bang. $10 holla. I appreciate you. 90 to go to hit the goal. Let me know what you want to do for photos, and I got you. Let's go, baby. And when I ended up seeing this pitcher's name, I was like, anytime I see someone where I'm like, oh God, how the hell am I going to pronounce this fucking last name? Kochanowicz. So obviously I had to go to Google Translate and go to the Angels website so that way I didn't butcher his name. But I went through it a couple times and it's pronounced Jack Kochanowicz. But when you look at that spelling on the screen, Kochanowicz, I figured there's about 3 different ways that I could say that, and I didn't want to butcher it. So we got Jack Kochanowicz on the mound, and hopefully we'll be able to beat him up. This is his first start, obviously, in the major leagues. 0-1 pitch to Kochanowicz to JP. Little dribbler towards first base, goes foul. Behind in the count, 0-2. I decided to do new photos for everyone in the starting lineup. Give you guys something fresh and something new. Let's go, baby. Interesting. So the rumors are true, huh? Sounds like Clemson and FSU are going to ditch the ACC and go to the Big 12. But the Big 12 is just trying to replace Oklahoma and Texas. And I guess that's the best that they can do. 0-2 pitch for Kochanowicz to JP Crawford. Pitches outside. 1-2 count. Let's go, baby. Smash that like button for your boy. Let's try to get 20 likes within the first hour. We already got 51 people in the building. Let's go. 1-2 pitch from Kochanowicz to Crawford. Crawford Slicing it. There, baby. Hell yeah. Ground rule double for J.P. Crawford. Fuck yeah, baby. Tridents up. Pistol fingers out. High fives for everyone. Let's fucking go. That's what I'm talking about. Electricity at the top of the lineup. Pistol fingers up. Tridents up. Let's go, baby. Great start. And when JP does well, it usually trickles down to the rest of the lineup. Let's go. Let them know, Elliot. Let them know. It takes 1 second to like the stream. And again, if we can get 20 likes within the first hour, we're going to be shooting for 30 to 50. And it'll typically get us to 40 to 50 when we end up having that happen. So let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Ooh, good choice. Mark Truex Jr., baby. I like that. And when I ended up watching Dale Jr. and Michael Waltrip back in the day with DEI, I remember seeing Martin come up, in the lower circuits. And I was like thinking to myself, back then, I don't know if it was Xfinity back then. Maybe it was like Coca-Cola. I don't know what it was called back then. You probably would know, but I can't remember. I know they had the Winston Cup because they had different brands back then. And then they've switched over with the companies and whatnot. But I always thought Truex was going to be pretty decent, and he's had a pretty solid career. Top of the first, 0-0 Mariners and Angels. Next up, Hollywood, Josh Rojas. Let's go, Hollywood. Let's get it, baby. 1-2 pitch. Hollywood crushes that one towards third base foul. And hopefully we can beat up Kohanowitz. Again, we don't have any excuses. They don't got Mike Trout. Shohei Ohtani's on the Dodgers. So really, what excuse do we have? And we did win the previous 3 matchups at home in Seattle. So this is an inferior team, but we can't take them for granted. 1-2 pitch. Pitch is at the knees. 2-2 count. And we played game 1. We won 5-4 in Seattle. Game 2, we blew them out 9-0. And then game 3, we won 5-1. So we've beaten the shit out of this team, and hopefully that will continue here tonight. Let's go, baby. 2-2 pitch. Hollywood Rojas smashes that one towards first base foul. Count remains 2-2. Let's go, Hollywood. Come on, baby. Let's get it. Thumbnail turned out good. Took a few different backgrounds and to select which one I wanted to use. 2-2 pitch for Kohanowitz to Hollywood. There we go. Go, go, go. Bang! And Hollywood, Josh Rojas with an RBI early, 1-0 Mariners. You couldn't ask for a better electric start to start off the game with the first 2 hitters getting on base and Hollywood Rojas getting that key RBI. High fives for all. 1-0 Seattle. Tridents up, baby. Next up, big dumper, catcher Cal Raleigh. Let's go, Cal. Are they going to have a mound visit already? Wow. Mound visit for the pitcher already. Cal, it's your turn. Let's go, baby. Let's get it. This might be the earliest mound visit ever in baseball. After the first 2 hitters, 1-0. I love it, baby. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. And Hollywood has been struggling. So has JP. JP 204, Rojas 250, Raleigh 208, Julio 253, Raleigh 249, France 229, Polanco 198, Haniger 209, Clase just got called up 176. So Polanco can end up going 1 for 4 or 2 for 4. He'll be above 200, but we need to get some guys closer to 300 like Julio and a few others rather than having everyone at 250 and lower. Let's go. Let's go. He was on the Trash Pandas, though. So I don't know if that's kind of like the Savannah Bananas, but obviously not as good as some of their other starters that they've had throughout the year, even though we know the Angels and the A's, obviously in the American League West, are not very good this year. That's what happens. It's the Shohei Ohtani, Mike Trout effect. You don't got those guys, your team's going to be ass. 0-1 pitch. Cal Raleigh up the middle. Go, go, go. Rojas, go. Go. Slide, slide, slide. Oh, boom, got him at third base. I don't know. We need to see a replay there. Let's see if Hollywood Rojas is going to get a challenge there. But we had 3 consecutive hits, and Hollywood was kind of pushing it there because it was just just past the second baseman there. It wasn't like it was all the way back to the outfield. My initial thought is he was out. Well, let's take a look again. Great throw from the outfield. Yeah, I think he's out. What a throw. Off one bounce. Yep. And it looks like he was out. I mean, he made a great effort. Hollywood ran as fast as he could, one away. But I like the aggressiveness. I mean, we have nothing to lose. 3 consecutive hits there. Next up, Julio Rodriguez. First pitch is low and outside. 1-0 count. I don't think I've seen the Mariners go 1, 2, 3 all year. So that's a very good start. And then I like having Julio in the cleanup role. And I know usually the cleanup role is for the home run hitter and one of the best players on the team. But even though Julio has struggled, I think I like Julio in the 4 and the 5 hole. There we go. Julio with a base knock. Everyone's getting hits off Kohanowitz. Let's go. Let's beat this guy up, man. Tough for your very first start, but hey, this is the big leagues. This isn't the Trash Pandas. This isn't the Savannah Bananas, okay? Let's go. Next up, left fielder, Luke Raleigh. Man, they're making me work here today. Right out of the gates, hit after hit after hit. And if Hollywood would have just stayed, who knows what would have happened. But I do like the aggressiveness. Let's go. Top of the first, 1-0 Mariners. Kohanowitz pitches outside. 1-0 count. Runners at first and second. Let's go. Hey, I do cracking games. So, again, it seems like our future is very bright. And I imagine that we're going to be better than we were last year with all the big signings. And I like our draft. So, again, sometimes, not every single team that you root for, unless you're a bandwagon fan, is going to be good. For me, like the Blazers, they typically suck. The Mariners just got good in the last couple years, right? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they usually are kind of hit or miss, but as of late, they've been pretty good. Tom Brady and now with Baker Mayfield, so we'll see where it goes. I don't think we're a Super Bowl contender, but I think that we can win the NFC South and maybe win like one game and then get eliminated after that, but you never know. The Kraken, obviously expansion team, made the playoffs, didn't make the playoffs this year, and I think they're going to get back on track. And then, we'll see where it goes. And then the Oregon Ducks for me, and that's probably the best team overall that I root for. So, like I said, sometimes you're going to have one team that out of 4 or 5 that's good. Sometimes you're going to have 3 out of 4. And other times you're going to have none. You're going to go 0 for 4 or 0 for 5. That's just a part of life. Kohanowitz, it's Luke Raley there in the foot. We'll take that. Wow. Let's go. Man, this pitcher is struggling, but we'll take it. Luke Raley. Now we got bases loaded with 1 out. And just because Hollywood Rojas kind of pushed it, and that hit him right on the ankle, but we'll take it. Next up, first baseman, Ty France. Let's go. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. We got 62 people in the building, baby. Let's go. France popped up a mile. Hopefully that swings out of play. Yes, it does. Behind in the count, 0-1. It's nice to be able to see us hit. I mean, I don't give a shit if this is this guy's first start or if he's been in the league for 10 years. Again, it seems like most guys that have a shitty record, 1-10, ERA of 10, they'll still get 10 Ks on us. So you don't really know how good the pitching and the hitting is going to be from game to game for the Mariners. But I'll take this. Let's go. I like the Savannah Bananas. I'm not dissing them. I'm just saying when you got teams like the Trash Pandas and the Savannah Bananas, it is what it is. There's a reason why players are there and not in the big leagues. But I do like the Savannah Bananas. They put on a show. 0-1 pitch. Popped up. And that one goes foul. 0-2 count. They do a little bit too much dancing for me, but I mean, I get it. It's, part of the entertainment of the crowd. And obviously having them all sequenced and, doing the dancing together where you got like 5 guys doing a dance together at the same time. And then you're, doing the pitches. And then if someone catches a foul ball, it's an out. So that's kind of cool. Double play, throw the first, way over into the backstop. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Blowing you dead? What are you talking about? We got 2 bases there, 2-0 Mariners. That might have been the most wild throw I've seen over the first baseman's head into the dugout, popping up in the air 20 feet and then going down. I don't know what the hell he was thinking, but hey, I'll take a 2-0 lead. Let's go. Fred in the building. What's good? Hit the railing and then popped up into the air. Hey, that's not our fault. That's the defense's fault there. Top of the first, 2-0 Mariners. Runners at second and third with 2 outs. Next up, Jorge Polanco. And obviously, Jorge is the first Mariner player in about 10 years to get booed on a consistent basis. But within the last couple games, he's been able to get a couple hits each game as of late. So let's see if Polo can keep it going. Pitch right down the middle for a strike behind in the count 0-2. And of course, you don't want to be known as the guy that strikes out to the guy that, really can't strike out anybody. And it's his first major league start for Kohanowitz, but we'll see how it goes. Come on, Polo. I'm sick and tired of booing you. And hopefully you can do some damage here. And the main thing is, if he struggles in the box, so be it, but at least play good defense. So that way we don't have to really boo hard knowing that Ryan Bliss is just waiting in the wings. We know he's faster on the bags. He's a better defender than Polo most of the time. And even though Polo and Bliss struggle at hitting, I think I would rather have Bliss just to give him a chance to see what he can do. But in the last 2 games, Polo has earned his paycheck. About damn time. 0-2 pitch. Polo. Drop. Yes, Polo. There we go. Another RBI by Polo. Bang, bang, bang. Let's go. 4-0 Mariners. Fuck yeah. Let's go. Polo's like, who, me? Yeah, you, motherfucker. Yeah. 4-0 Seattle. Everyone in the lineup. Now we're going to the 8-hole. DHing for the Mariners. Mitch Haniger. Let's go. Let's go, Hanny. Are we going to get all the way through the order? Fuck yeah. We're due for a game like this, too. The only problem with the Bengals DX is the division that you're in. You got the Ravens, right? And you already know how good they're going to typically be, year in and year out, right? The Browns are kind of a sleeper team. We don't really know how they're going to play on offense, but their defense is lit. But one thing is for sure, the Steelers are going to be the worst team in that division more than likely. So as long as the Bengals can stay healthy, they're going to be in the running, with the Steelers and the Browns for the Ravens and the Browns for the top of the division. But if you have injuries, then you're going to scroll all the way down to probably 3rd place. So hopefully Joe Burrow can stay healthy and we can end up seeing the Bengals win the division or at least get second for a wild card and see what Joe Burrow, a.k.a. the Tiger King, can do in the playoffs. Top of the first, 4-0 Seattle. I love it, baby. Runner at first, 2 outs, 2-1 count. Now it's fouled off, 2-2 count for Mitch Haniger. Let's go. This might be one of the best starts that we've had all year, baby. Let's go. I like this. Go, Hanny. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Help your boy out. 2-2 pitch. Got him. And Haniger is the first one to have that big strikeout, but we'll take it. The damage is fucking done. 4-0 Mariners. Let's go, baby. What an electric top of the first for the Seattle Mariners. All right, let's take a look to see what we're at likes so far on the stream. Shout out to Elliot for helping out, as well as Sarah and Matt. Let's take a quick peek. Where are we at so far? We got 3 people to like and retweet the stream on Twitter/X. Elliot, Sarah, and Matt. Salute to the U3. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X. Let's go. And then let's take a quick look at the YouTube channel side. Where are we at? We got 57 people in the room, so we should have an easy chance to be able to get some good numbers. All right, we're at, what are we at? 17. We're at 17 likes. We got 23 people watching on YouTube, and then another 20 or 30 watching on Twitter/X. So again, 3 more likes to hit 20. And if you are in the room and haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do your boy a solid and do it for the NWSF. Let's fucking go. 4-0 Mariners. That's good for my fucking mental health. How about you? I guess if you're an Angel fan, not so much. But hey, for us Mariner fans, we'll take it. Let's go, baby. See who's up here for the Los Angeles Angels. And I'm old, so I remember when it was the California Angels and then the Anaheim Angels and now the Los Angeles Angels. Leading off for the Angels, DHing tonight, Anthony Rendon. Probably the guy that hates baseball the most in Major League Baseball. Pretty much is only playing baseball for a paycheck. And he's openly said that. Doesn't really enjoy it that much anymore and is just doing it just to collect money for him and his family. I don't know if I would want a player like that on my team. Hell to the fucking no. Batting second, first baseman, Nolan Chanel. And batting third, left fielder, Taylor Ward. Got Ward on the thumb there. And on the mound for the M's, it's La Piedra, Luis Castillo. Let's go, Luis. Let's have a good game today. Go, baby. Big swing and a miss, 0-2 count. No surprise by Rendon. If you don't have any commitment to baseball, your teammates, I don't really know how that's going to work out in the dugout and with the rest of the team. I don't think the Steelers are going to make the playoffs. The offensive line is dog shit. You got Russell Wilson or Justin Fields, enough said. And again, the defense is typically pretty good, but they have injuries every single year. So you got Minka Fitzpatrick, you got Cameron Hayward, you got TJ Watt, and those guys are awesome. But again, usually one out of those three or two out of the three get hurt at some point in the year. Little dribbler, throw to first, Polanco to France, one away. And again, and I'm not really a big Deshaun Watson guy. We already know he's a weirdo, right? Obviously with the rub and tugs, right? Just like Robert Kraft, right? But again, the offense usually has a little bit of magic from time to time, but we don't really know about the quarterback. But the defense with Myles Garrett, and the rest of the team there, they usually are pretty solid year in and year out. And then obviously the Bengals offense is typically a little bit better than the defense, but it's pretty close, right? And the Bengals defense, as long as they can continue to draft and get the free agents to come in, we'll see where it goes. But losing Jesse Bates III was huge for them, for him to go to Atlanta to the Falcons. And you kind of saw a drop off in that Bengal defense last year. And then obviously the best team overall, more than likely, will be the Baltimore Ravens unless Lamar gets hurt or someone gets hurt on that defense. So Megan in the building, what's good? The only way the Steelers don't finish in last if there's big major injuries to the rest of the division. But I'm not sold on Pittsburgh at all. To me, that's the shittiest team in the division. I mean, even though Cleveland's offense is suspect, Bengals' defense is suspect, I still think those teams are better. I'd rather take those teams over Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, until they improve their offensive line and get a quarterback in the room that can be trusted, these guys are not Big Ben Roethlisberger. Kenny Pickett ain't it. Russ ain't it. Fields ain't it. So, and everyone can have an opinion, on how it's going to go, but I would be shocked, unless major injuries happen, the Steelers should finish in third or fourth. Maybe getting past Cleveland, maybe, but we'll see. Bottom of the first, 4-0 Mariners. 3-2 pitch. Oh, wow. A walk. I didn't expect that. Wow, Nolan Chanel the first. Come on, Louise. Next up, left fielder Taylor Ward. And again, I cover, basketball, baseball, football, hockey, wrestling, NASCAR, UFC, boxing. So, we're not going to have bias on the channel. I'm just going to call it how I see it. If the teams that I root for are playing like shit, you're going to know. If they're playing good, you're going to know. But the one thing that I won't do is I'm going to hate on greatness, whether it's on, our teams that we root for or the opposing team in the stream or whatever we're talking about at the moment. It's not about the name on the front of the jersey. It's going to be about the name on the back. Bottom of the first, 4-0 Seattle. Runner at first, one away. 1-0 pitch from Castillo to Ward. Pitch is high, but called strike. 1-1 count. That's a good question. I do know one thing, though, Steve. Skeens is incredible. This is the best phenom pitcher that we've seen. And I know going into the season, there was like Steven Strasburg comparison. And Skeens is much better than Strauss. Strauss had a bunch of injuries, but he had potential. But when you got a guy that's got an ERA of like 1, and, he can go through 6, 7, 8 innings of scoreless and being able to punch out 11, 10, 12 different times, throughout the season, it seems like when he gets 6, 7, 8 Ks, it's a bad game for him. The guy's incredible, and he definitely deserves to be an all-star, but I don't want to see the manager pull him. Let him continue to see what he can do. Let's see if he can get a no-hitter. Let's see if he can have a complete game. Let's see if he can make some magic in his rookie year. And that's one thing that a little gripe that I have for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And I know they're trying to preserve his arm, and they don't want him to get Tommy John. I get it. But this is the best pitcher that we've seen come into the league as a number one pick in a long, long time. And I know I saw a stat line between him and Nolan Ryan. Those are the only two pitchers that have been able to do some magic like him so far this season. And again, hopefully he'll continue his dominance. And that's good for the Pittsburgh Pirates to have someone to actually have us want to watch the Pittsburgh Pirates. Back in the day for me, it was, Bobby Bonilla, Barry Bonds, Andy Van Slyke. Now, obviously, we got Skeens there, and he is amazing. Facts. Let's go. Bottom of the first, 4-0, runner at first, 2 away. 0-1 pitch to Kevin Pillar. Smashes that one foul behind in the count, 0-2. Yeah, they're a good team, you know what I mean? And they might be able to beat up on the Cardinals, the Padres, maybe the Brewers, but I'm not sure if they're good enough this year to beat the Phillies or Dodgers, and I know you would agree. No Spencer Strider, no Ronald Acuna Jr., and if you follow Major League Baseball, you can't really be losing out on those two guys thinking that you're still going to be a World Series contender. Are you a playoff team? Yes, but I don't think that they're going to, go all the way or even make it to the World Series. Now, could they overachieve and make it to the NLCS? I could see that, but I don't think that they're going to go to the World Series, not this year. They got too many pieces injured, but they are still one of the top 3, top 4 teams up there with the Milwaukee Brewers and obviously the Phillies and the Dodgers, at least so far at this midway point. 0-2 pitch, crushed towards right field. Nice base hit for Pillar. Runners at first and second now. Megan with a tenner. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Stacks on stacks. Racks on racks. Little Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. $10 holla. We're at 20, 80 to go. Let's go, baby. Yeah, I watched him in LSU too, Obviously, and a lot of people are very familiar with his girlfriend, Livy Dunn, as well, going back to LSU for her 5th year, her last year of eligibility, doing gymnastics. What a big power couple. And again, it's like you got Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, but I feel with Skeens and Livy Dunn, they're going to show her, but it's not the same kind of feeling when they're trying to promote a particular sport. But one thing is for sure, Skeens is a lucky, lucky man. Big facts. We're at 20, baby. 80 to go. For real. I haven't even bought one yet, but based on what I've seen up to the halfway point, I probably better grab a PSA 9 or a BGS 9 or a PSA 10 or a BGS 10. At some point, I got to get a rookie auto and just put it in the collection and just, set it aside. Even if I got to spend, $200-300 now, because if he ends up being the phenom that he's showing that he can be, as long as he doesn't have Tommy John and, he ends up hurting his arm, this could be like the next big thing in sports as far as Major League Baseball pitchers. So I totally agree. Even getting rookie cards that aren't autographed, like patch cards, rookie cards, this would be the time to kind of stack up, because again, if he continues this for the next 2 to 3 years, that $100 rookie card that you bought now is probably going to be worth $200 to $300 just in a couple years. And if you buy something that's worth $300, it might be worth $600 in like 2 years. So again, if you want to be able to, lock in and be able to make an investment, sometimes you got to pull the trigger a little early. Big facts. But everything that's happened up to this point would point to a sign that this guy's looking like he could be a Hall of Famer, and it's the most exciting pitcher in baseball to me right now. He's the real deal, Holyfield. I know, I saw that. Brian Wu in the building, baby. Hopefully he doesn't get injured again, so. CJ Stroud, love him. I feel that if he went to the Panthers in the first pick of the draft, we wouldn't be talking about him today. Because obviously they don't have running backs, offensive line, wide receivers, defense, offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators. He would have struggled just like Bryce Young did. But I believe CJ would have done better, than what you saw out of Bryce Young. But obviously being on the Texans, they're in very good position to compete with the Jags and Trevor Lawrence, as well as the Colts and AR and Anthony Richardson. And it's going to be a 3-team race for many, many years. And I think CJ is going to be able to hopefully capitalize on his maturity. And hopefully we'll be able to say CJ Stroud, with no bias whatsoever, is a top 10, top 12 quarterback moving forward. And he's got the potential to be a top 5 quarterback, in my opinion, one day. I don't know if it's going to be this year, the next year, if he's going to put up top 5 stats, but I think he's going to be pretty fucking good. And little dribbler towards first base for Jonathan Clase, one away. But I would say right now he's a top 12 quarterback. And again, as we see him progress, it's probably safe to say he's top 10, today. And then if he's really lucky, maybe he'll be number 6, number 7, number 8 this year. But he could be as high as top 5 this year, depending on how he plays, especially with the addition of Stefon Diggs. Big facts. Your boy watches sports, as you can tell. Top of the second, 4-0 Seattle. Next up, J.P. Crawford. And hopefully, Jack Kohanowitz, we can keep fucking him up here and add to this lead. Let's go. But CJ's super popular. Again, jersey sales are going to go through the roof. He's likable. He's coachable. He's got swag. He's got aura. He's got vibe. And he doesn't really have to rub it in. He's just a guy that's really fun to watch. And another person to be able to buy some rookie cards of, CJ Stroud. If you haven't bought any cards of his yet, something to probably look into. Top of the second, 4-0 Mariners. Go, JP. Pitch inside, but called strike, 2-2 count. For real, Kevin. Nice to see, though. Polo doing shitty all year and then is having 3 really good games back to back to back. And again, this is about the time that we deactivated Colton Wong when he was doing the same kind of shit, except he never really had a run like Polo did here. And again, we have Ryan Bliss whenever we need him, and there's going to be injuries from time to time, but if Polo can actually be a solid hitter, that's one less person that we have to worry about at getting at the deadline. We just need everyone to start improving, but we still need to get a couple bats and a couple guys in the bullpen. But we got Santos back, which is good, but I still would love 2 bats and 1 bullpen guy to pitch in the 6th and the 7th to give us more stability. JP? Oh, Mickey Moniak with a sliding catch there in the outfield and center. 2 away. Next up for the Mariners, third baseman, Hollywood, Josh Rojas. Let's go. And let me know what you want to do for photos, and I got you. Same thing goes, and I know I got to get those Martin Truex Jr. photos up here as well. Pitches inside, 1-0 count, and I'll be working on that here right now. Top of the second, 4-0 Seattle. Let's go. All right, Silver Foxes coming in. Absolutely. Lots of excitement. We got a lot of new young bucks coming in to replace the OGs. Pitches inside towards the knees. Into the dirt. 2-1 count. Let's go. Go, Hollywood. Rojas, little dribbler, flip to first. Easy 1-2-3 inning there for the Angels. Reflect in the building. What's good, man? But this is the Kohanowitz's first start in Major League Baseball, and we made it all the way to the 8-hole before we ended up getting out. So if you're just coming in, Rojas singled to right, Crawford scored 1-0. Ty France grounded into a fielder's choice into third. Raleigh scored, France to second, and then Luke Raleigh at third on a throwing error by the third baseman, Guillorme, and then Rodriguez ended up going to third, 2-0 Mariners, and then Polo, his third straight good game, single to center, Luke Raleigh scored, France scored, 4-0 Mariners. What about Polo with all these RBIs, huh? Awesome. All right, let's see if I can get a few photos up here. I love me some NASCAR. Watch it every week religiously. Got to have something to, be excited for on Sundays when the NFL season is waiting in the wings. And I'm glad that he decided to come back for one more year when the rumors were that he was contemplating retirement. Too good of a driver to walk away. But, again, when you've been doing it for 10, 15, 20 years, at some point, you're going to give it up. So put Bass Pro Shops on the map. See if I can get one more in here for you. Bottom of the second. First pitch fouled off by Brandon Drury. 0-1 count. Appreciate you. Hope you enjoyed those. And then we'll get Megan's Silver Foxes up. You got any specific Silver Foxes that you want? Anson, and then you want to go Pete and Hack? Is that the order that you want them in? 0-1 pitch. The Drury pitches inside by La Piedra. He went around behind in the count 0-2. Hopefully we can have a good game here out of Luis Castillo. 7-9 record, 3.72 ERA. Let's go Mariners. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you got a Twitter/X, do your boy a solid. Like and retweet the live stream. Little dribbler, JP Crawford, throw to France. One away. Good defense there by my boy JP. I love it, baby. Nice job. Great two-way player. Next up for the Angels, Mickey Moniak. Again, we try to get 20 likes within the first hour. Zay in the building, 30 to 50 overall. Megan with the like and share on the Twitter/X. Thank you so much. Dribbler towards first. Ow! Just past Polo. See where we're at. We're at 23. Nice job, you guys. We ended up hitting 23 likes already within the first 42 minutes. We need 5 more likes. Now we're at 25. 5 more to be able to get to 30. We have 31 people on the YouTube side and then another 34 or 5 on the Twitter/X side. Nice job. Salute to you guys. Zay in the building. What's good? Seriously. Go M's. Oh, nice. Oh, he can sing? Oh, I'm going to have to watch. We're at 20, 80 to go. Let him know. 0-1 pitch. Drops into right field fair. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Neto. All right, Neto. That was a nice hit there into right field. Just fair. Just barely. Runners at second and third with 1 out. We need a double play, baby. Next up for the Angels, third baseman, Luis Guillorme. What's good, Zay? STL in the building. What's good? Oh, Paisley's great. Again, I spend, literally every single minute of the day with her besides when I'm streaming. So, oh, the Silver Foxes for reflecting Matt. Little dribbler behind the plate. Foul. 1-1 count. go, baby. Bottom of the second, 4-0 Mariners. Runners at second and third with one out. 1-1 pitch from La Piedra to Luis Guillorme. Pitch is outside, 2-1 count. Big swing and a miss for Guillorme, 2-2 count. BJ in the building. What's good? Let's go Mariners. 2-2 pitch. Pitch is outside. 3-2 count. Count is full. Three-two pitch from Castillo. Take Guillorme, fouled off. Still battling, 3-2 count. Three-two pitch. There we go, baby. Yes, sir. That's my boy. Nice punch out. .2 innings pitched, 3 hits, no earned runs, 1 walk. Luis Castillo. Second K, baby. Let's go. Let's try to get 4 to 7 today. Normally it's 8 to 10, but the Mariners really haven't had that much luck with getting that many Ks, but you never know. Pitch right down the middle for a strike. Might get some photos prepped here. Megan. Big swing and a miss behind the count, 0-2. Pitch. Popped up. Should be a routine play for the Mariners here. Julio's there. Calls off. The right fielder. Thank God they didn't collide into each other. Started off with a little Anson for you. And we'll transition into some hack. And then we'll transition into some Pete. End of the second inning, 4-0 Mariners. See if I can get one more squeezed in here. Appreciate you. Let's go to the top of the third inning, 4-0 Seattle. Next up for the Mariners, 1-for-1 with a run. Catcher, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Batting second, center fielder, no fly zone, Julio Rodriguez. And batting third, left fielder, Luke Raley. Let's go, Cal. Let's go, big dumper. First pitch to Cal is outside, 1-0 count. Cal crushes that one. Let's go. Solo blast by Big Dumper Cal Raleigh. 5-0 Mariners. Fuck yeah. Just like this photo. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go. Let's go. 5-0 Mariners. Hell yeah. That's my boy. High fives in the dugout. Let's go. Nice job, Big Dumper. That's my boy. Way to bring that electricity. Woo! Exit velo 113.9. Let's go. I enjoyed it. Oh, baby. We're at 20, 80 to go. Check swing on Julio's bat, 1-1 count. The X with a 5-er. Portland Pioneers, great choice. And obviously, you know, with the Oregon Trail, you know, a lot of us that are OGs used to play that game in the computer lab and whatnot. But I actually like that. And if they ended up doing something like that for, you know, some type of team, you could actually use that for a baseball team or a hockey team. I like it, man. Solid. I mean, it's a lot better than what we were talking about yesterday, like the Portland prostitutes or Portland potheads or whatever the hell we were talking about yesterday. Julio, baby. Let's go. All the way down the third baseline. Go, go, go. Portland Pioneers instead of the Portland prostitutes. Much better. Appreciate you. $5 holla. I like it, man. Good choice. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks. A little cactus jack. Bang, bang. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I think you have a type. The silver foxes with the eyes. You got the type. Portland pole dancers. Yeah, I mean, that would work too. And we're known for dispensaries and breweries and strip clubs, but we also have some of the best outdoors, you know, with the lakes and the trees and the mountains anywhere in the United States. So, you know, obviously there's a beautiful side to Oregon, and there's also kind of a darker side, not necessarily with the dispensaries, but maybe more on the, you know, strip club, so to speak. 0-2 count. Oh, and he hit him again. Luke Raley got hit on the ankle in the same exact spot 2 times in a row. Who does Luke Raley think he is? Ty France? My goodness. But we'll take it as long as he doesn't get hurt. Curveball. That time it hit him on the knee. Shit. Well, first time it was in the ankle. That time on the lower knee. Next up, first baseman, Ty France. And nobody gets hit more than Ty. Portland Weeds. Yeah, that's another one. Captain's like, I like the Portland potheads. He's like, I like that one. I don't think that one would fly with the board, though. Maybe not Portland pole dancers either. That one would probably, those ones might get rejected by the board, you know. Judah in the building. What's good? He said Portland protesters. Yeah, that's another one. Portland can be a dangerous place. I don't visit there that often. But a lot of times the stuff in the media is overblown. You know, they try to make it political and whatnot, but usually it's not necessarily as bad as they try to make it in the videos or the articles. Now, is there a problem with, you know, bums and homelessness and crazies? You know, yeah, but you could say that in any big city. You know, you're going to have issues with those types of things. So, but if you were able to help out with mental health and shelter, you know, a lot of those problems wouldn't be as bad. So. Top of the third, 5-0 Mariners. Runners at first and second. No outs. Next up, Ty France. First pitch low at the knees. 1-0 count. Paul in the building. What's good? Judah in the building. What's good? Kohanowitz, first start, but, you know, it happens, right? Big swing and a miss. I mean, we can't feel sorry. You know, we've had, certain pitchers come in and not look so good right out of the gates too. And, you know, it's welcome to the big leagues. You know, it's not ideal, when you get roughed up that early, but it does happen. And again, the Mariners strike out 10 to 15 times, regardless if someone is 7-1 or 1-7. Like, we've gone against guys that have 1 win, 10 losses, an ERA of 10, and they still get like 12 Ks. So, it's like you would think that we would be able to rough up a guy that has like a losing record and a high ERA, but the Mariners will strike out to anyone. 1-2 pitch to Ty France from Kohanowitz. Popped up, should be a routine play. One away. Nice catch there by Kevin Pillar. Julio goes to third. We got runners on the corners at first and third. No DP, no double plays, baby. Let's go. Next up, the MVP of the Seattle Mariners. No one's ever booed this man. Second baseman, Jorge Polanco. 1 for 1, 2 RBIs, and this is the 3rd straight game in a row where he's had an electric game. I don't know what's going on and what kind of cereal he's eating, or maybe thinking about maybe getting deactivated like Colton Wong did around this time, but it's a pleasant surprise for us Mariner fans. Let's go. Keep it up. That's one less guy that we have to worry about moving forward if he can keep up the momentum. First pitch to Polanco, good eye, 1-0 count. Let's go, baby. And let me know what you want to do for a photo for a particular player. If you want to go NHL and you want to go with Kraken players or hockey, you can do that too. You don't have to necessarily have photos of whatever we're doing on stream. I mean, it literally could be whatever your favorite thing is, so that way you can show people in the room, your personality and your favorite thing that you like at this moment. Polo, little dribbler, double play. I spoke too soon, but he already had an RBI, and so you got to think, for all the shitty games that he's had this year, him getting that RBI early on, that's already considered a successful game for Polo. So, but hopefully he'll be able to get one more hit, throughout the game, or maybe a home run unexpected. But I believe that RBI, let me take a quick peek here. Let me see, where is he at? So he did crack 200. He's at 201 now with the RBI that he had in the previous inning. So we'll take that. Let's go. Oh, I totally agree. We had a huge lead at one point. We had like an 11, 12 game lead on the Rangers and a 7 or 8 game lead on the Astros, but they've definitely but very close, a little too close for comfort, only a couple games out. So we got to make sure that we beat them up as best that we can. Big facts. Like, sub, donate, comment, share, help your boy out. Let's go. And shout out to Megan, Elliot, Sarah, and Matt for liking and retweeting the live stream. We got 33 people watching on Twitter/X, and then another 30 plus watching on YouTube as well. Let's see where we're at on the likes right now. Where are we at? Did we hit 30 yet? We're at 27. So we need 3 more likes to hit 30. So if you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. 2 more likes to get to 30, and then we'll end up hitting the nice algorithm when we can get 30 to 50 for the stream. Let's go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. 5-0 Mariners. Let's go. Next up for the Angels, 0 for 0 with a base on ball. First baseman, Nolan Chanel. Batting second in the order in the 3 spot this inning, left fielder Taylor Ward. And batting third in the cleanup role, right fielder Kevin Pillar. Let's go, Mariners. Let's go. Yeah, I'm not really sure if it was the threat of getting demoted, deactivated, or just him just finding the zone finally. Whatever the case is, I'm happy for him because, again, I don't really necessarily like booing players, on the teams that I root for. It very rarely happens, but again, if you don't play offense well, you don't play defense well, you're hitting into double plays, you're making errors, and we got a guy waiting, in the wings that is better than you or looks like that has a little bit more potential. I think that's really where more of the boos came out. Now, if we didn't have a Ryan Bliss waiting in the wings, I don't think that we would have booed Polanco. But also the boos are not necessarily all geared towards Polanco. It's also geared towards Scott Service, DePoto, and the ownership, for not making the move. But, it is what it is. And I'm glad to see Polo do well. And I don't really have too many players for the Seattle Mariners that I've ever hated. And there's only one, and it's Alex Rodriguez. That's really the only player that I don't like. It's him and Jose Altuve. Really, those are the only two players I think that they're not for me, and I have my reasons why, but other than those two players, that's pretty much it. I don't think I've really disliked or hated any other two players besides those two. Bottom of the third, 5-0, Seattle. Chanel popped up foul, 1-2 count. Oh, Eric Jones. Who? Eric Jones. Good choice. Rest in peace to Monty Kiffin. He died today. And if without Monty Kiffin, I wouldn't have been able to win that Super Bowl with Warren Sapp, Simeon Rice, Derek Brooks, John Lynch, Rondé Barber. Prayers up to my boy Monty Kiffin. He did it obviously early on, and we already know, what happened there. And then, being able to get John Gruden after we had other individuals build that team, it feels tough, to lose a guy like that. But I'm very grateful that we had a guy like Monty Kiffin at that time, one of the top 3 defensive coordinators in the league. Popped up and foul. All right, we hit 30. We're at 33. 7 more likes to 40. Let's go, baby. Bottom of the third, 5-0 Mariners. 0-1 pitch from La Piedra. Pitch is outside, 1-1 count. And I love Tony Dungy, but he was so conservative. And then I ended up meeting Tony Dungy when his son was on the Oregon Ducks as the 4th string wide receiver. And I remember he was sitting in the same row as me in the family section. We were like in the 3rd row. And when it was halftime, no shit, I was shoulder to shoulder with Tony Dungy for about 50 steps. And we had a little mini conversation, but I didn't really want to bother him for an autograph or a photo and whatnot. But the crazy thing is that no one really recognized him. And Tony Dungy looks like a fucking alien. He's got a unique face and the bald head. So obviously I already knew it was him as soon as I saw him and whatnot. And I was kind of geeking out, and just like, wow, I can't believe that he's here. And I'm like right next to him and whatnot. But he was so conservative that John Gruden had to get us over the top. But if we didn't have Monty Kiffin, there is no Super Bowls. Big facts. 3-2 pitch. Pitch is inside, and he walked him. I saw that. Rest in peace to Shelley. The Shining. Bottom of the third, 5-0 Seattle. Let's go, Louise. 1 out and 1 on for Kevin Pillar. Dribbler right towards Rojas. Double play. Woo! What a double play by the Seattle Mariners. My goodness. That was pretty. Rojas to JP. To Ty France. Let's get it, baby. End of the 3rd inning, 5-0 Mariners. All right, see if I can get some Eric Jones up here for you. Captain Oreo with a 5er. The best at throwing guys out from 1st to 2nd, baby. Cal Raleigh. I got you. Appreciate you. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, a little Cactus Jack, bang, bang. I mean, really the only thing that you can say about Cal is that his batting average is too low. Batting around, 195 to 205 typically. And, if he can get that up to 250 to 300, he'll be an all-star every year. Right now I feel that he's a top 5 catcher overall. You got Adley Rutschman, you got Salvador Perez in the All-Star game this year, but Salvador Perez is kind of getting old. So once he ends up dropping off and getting a little bit older, Cal should be able to take his spot at some point. And as long as the Mariners continue to do well and make the playoffs, that'll get more pub for Cal Raleigh because he's going to make big plays in the postseason. Big facts. Let me get some photos up here. Got a couple Cals here, and then we'll get the Eric Jones up here as well. Attaboy, Cal. My boy, favorite player on the team. Big dumper, Cal Raleigh. MVP of the team. I used to do NASCAR streams a few years ago. And again, I'll do them again if we can get a good turnout, but it all depends. I have to make it make sense. So. I'll give you a wide variety of Eric Jones. Kohanowitz is out. And I got this real dope one with early Eric Jones and Chase Elliott. Look how young Chase is in this photo. Pitch calm issue. That's good. So I can have a little bit more time. Woo! Napa know-how. What you know about the Napa know-how? My boy. Eric Jones becomes the youngest NASCAR truck champion. Woo! Kyle Busch there as well. Pitching change for the Angel. There goes Kohanowitz. Rough outing for him in his first Major League Baseball start, giving up 5 runs. But that's what happens when you end up going to the big leagues instead of playing on the Trash Pandas. Rosenberg is in now. Next up is Mitch Haniga. Pitch is low and inside. 2-0 count from Rosenberg to Haniga. Let's go, Hanny. .2-0 pitch. Low and outside. 3-0 count. That's a good fun fact right there. He's got all kinds of crazy stats that people don't realize. I feel if baseball fans actually knew how good he was with clutch hitting and everything that he's been doing this year, that he would have gotten a hell of a lot more votes to make the All-Star game, as least like as an alternate. But again, Salvador Perez and Adley Rutschman are batting over 300. Adley Rutschman's the best catcher in baseball, so Cal's not going to be able to leapfrog him, but he could always get closer to Salvador Perez. And obviously, if I had a choice between Salvador Perez or Cal Raleigh, I'm going Cal Raleigh. And really, the only player that I think I would take over Cal Raleigh would be Adley Rutschman, but I like Cal, so give me Cal instead. So he's our guy. But Adley's from the Pacific Northwest here in Oregon, so I got a lot of love for Adley Rutschman as well. Yeah, pitcher's out. They got Rosenberg in now, the lefty. 2-0 count, but he's struggling a little bit. Jonathan Clase just got called up. And hopefully we get Jonathan Clase to get going on offense and defense there in left field. Let's go, Jonathan. Pitches outside. Should have been a ball, but called strike. Two-one pitch. Clase popped up to left field. Should be a routine play. There it is. One away. Okay, Jonathan, first game, being called back up. So there'll be a little bit of cobwebs that you need to be able to brush off, and hopefully he'll be able to help us produce some RBIs and some clutch hits at some point moving forward. Next up, the man that started everything off, pistol fingers up, tridents up, shortstop J.P. Crawford. 1 for 2 with a run. Stand-up double, baby. Let's go, J.P. Now with the big play early, J.P. can do it too. Offense and defense. Let's go. First pitch is a ball, 1-0 count. But again, if you're only batting like 200, it's kind of hard to be able to make, an all-star team. Unless, at this point, Cal's at 20 or 25 homers. Now, if he's at 20 or 25 homers being a catcher, you could be still batting 200 and get in. But again, you're going to have to hit like 20 or more that kind of open the eyes of the fans. They're like, okay, let me see what he's doing on defense. But being a switch hitter, being a leader, everything that he ends up bringing, and being the best clutch hitter for the Mariners, 7th inning and beyond. But I would say give it a couple years and we should be able to see Cal Raleigh in a few all-star games. Pitch is high, out of the zone, 2-1 count from Rosenberg to J.P. Crawford. Let's go. Pitch is low and outside, 3-1 count. And I was already a believer in Cal in his rookie year. I mean, I wouldn't buy a rookie card auto on eBay of a player not named Julio Rodriguez if I didn't believe in him. So I was already sold on him, right out of the gate, coming in his rookie year. JP with a rope, gone! And when JP plays well, the Mariners play well. Let's fucking go. JP Crawford, 2-run blast, 7-0 Mariners. Fuck yeah. High fives to everybody. Electric start from the Seattle Mariners. Nice job, JP. With a rope. Line drive homer. Woo! I love it. Next up, third baseman Hollywood Josh Rojas. Fuck yeah. 7-0. Trident's up. I'm going to have to go on eBay and fucking get a Trident. I might have to go buy one. Have it on the stream. I think it would be very fitting. I mean, I can always do it with my... Yeah, but if I could actually have one here, that might be a purchase that I might have to make. And I know they probably have some like cheaper plastic ones, but I would like to get like a heavy duty Trident. And I'm not sure what kind of quality that they have for the ones that the Seattle Mariners have, but I would like to get one like the Mariners have, like that. Even if I had to pay, $100 or more for one, I would definitely do it. Let's go. Let's go, baby. DX with a fiver. Let's go. Stacks on stacks. Racks on racks. A little Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. $5 holla. JP in the building. Let's go. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, DX. Let me know what you want to do for photos. I got you. Give me all the fun facts. Look them up, man. You go to the Seattle Mariners socials on Instagram and Twitter, and there's a lot of nerds like myself that will, spend a lot of time after the game looking up stats and researching. Big swing and a miss. There goes Rojas. 2 away. That's okay, Josh. We still love you. But that's like one of my favorite things to do is to like read and find stats as a nerd, not only just about the Mariners, but just in sports in general, as well as wrestling. And then also watching film and, being able to, make sure I'm doing my research and my due diligence. Next up, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Let's go, baby. And my phone is blowing up right now. Cal, dribbler towards third, throw to first, but the damage is done by J.P. Crawford, baby. Let's go. This feels good, man. Is this what it feels like when you're a good team? When you're just beating the shit out of somebody? Man, I know we're a good team, but these type of games don't happen to us that often. And we're playing a 4-game series. All right. And if you're not familiar with the Angels and what they've done against the Mariners, earlier in the year in Seattle, at the beginning of the year, we won on May 31st, 5-4. That was actually a pretty close game, right? And then we won in the second game, which I remember we blew them out 9-0. And then the third game, we won 5-1. So, they've only had, 5 runs total in 3 games against us, and they're sitting at another 0. So this one is kind of playing out like game number 2 on June 1st when we ended up winning 9-0. We're already at 7, and we'll see how it goes. But hell of a game here for the Seattle Mariners. 8 hits, 2 home runs, 16 total bases. Is that good? Fucking A, man. Love it. I love it, love it, love it. 7 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Trident's up. Let's go. Fuck yeah. Good shit. We're at 35, 65 to go. Oh, you want some Tiger King? I got you. I'm a fan of Joe Burrow. I've always liked him. I liked him at LSU. I watched him when, he was briefly there at Ohio State. I followed his career, seen some things from him, in high school. And again, he just needs to stay healthy. If Joe Burrow stays healthy, he can be a top 5 quarterback in this league. But it's just, if he doesn't stay healthy, then he'll probably be like a top 10. But if he wants to get to the upper echelon, he's got to stay healthy for the full year. Let me get some of these Burrow photos prepped for you. Bottom of the 4th, 7-0, Mariners. Is that good? And when he was on LSU with Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Jamar Chase, and Jay Jetta, Justin Jefferson, that was one of the best college football teams of all time. It was incredible to watch that team. They had a different type of swagger and aura than any college football team that we've seen since them. They just had a different kind of swagger to them. Good facts. Good old Joey B, the Tiger King. And he's likable. He's not like a douchebag. Like some quarterbacks, they kind of have some D-bag tendencies, or they, talk a little bit too much shit. I don't really think there's anything that you could say bad about Joe Burrow. He's very likable. He's great in the pocket. He's a leader. He's easy to root for. I don't really have any negative things to say about Joey B and Joe Burrow. Yeah, back when LSU was the big dog. But again, think about it. Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson, at one point having 2 of the top 5 wide receivers in the NFL in college. And even though Clyde Edwards-Helaire hasn't panned out, he was pretty good in college, and obviously it hasn't really translated in the NFL, but Joe Burrow has panned out, Jamar Chase has panned out, and Jay Jetta definitely has panned out. Oh, Hoppy with a big swing and a miss. See you later. See you later, Logan. Oh, Hoppy, 1 away. Next up, second baseman Brandon Drury. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Help your boy out. 0-1 pitch, Drury. Right to JP. Throw to France. 2 away. Like a glove. I love it, baby. JP always giving you that defense as well. I love two-way players, offense and defense, and I'm a defensive-oriented fan. A lot of people, when they watch college football in the NFL, they watch quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, tight ends. I'm the complete opposite. I like watching the offensive line. I like watching the defensive line. I like watching, the linebackers and the safeties and the corners. Oh, what a catch by Julio Rodriguez to end the inning. No fly zone. Unbelievable. All right, Julio. Julio Rodriguez with the defense, baby. Bringing in the Big D, baby. And we ain't talking Dallas. Okay. Nice job, Julio. Great defense there. End of the 4th inning, 7-0 Mariners. And coincidentally, after Julio made that big play, who's up next? 2 for 2, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. Keep him going, baby. Batting second, 0 for 0 with a run, left fielder Luke Raleigh. And batting third, 0 for 2 with a run, and an RBI, first baseman Ty France. See if we can get a few more Joey B's up here for you. I got to give you the full potential of the swag, right? We just can't leave it just with the photo. I gotta do extra. I'm always working hard. You know, people don't realize how hard it is to be able to produce your own show without having anybody help you on the fly. Ooh, that looks fly. Like, if you can't multitask being a streamer, you're done. You know, you have to be very, very quick. And luckily, I'm very good with computers and I'm very good at multitasking. But sometimes it's tough, man. You really got to push because, I mean, I'm clicking buttons throughout the whole stream. There's no time where I'm taking a break like a lot of other streamers where they just pretty much talk and that's it. You know, they're not pulling up photos or, you know, pulling up different spinning logos and shit like that. So top of the fifth, 7-0 Seattle. Big swing and a miss for Julio Rodriguez. Come on, Julio. Trident's up, baby. Let's go. Top of the fifth, 7-0 Mariners. Give me one of those Tridents. I need one of them. But I don't know how to, you know, do anything but work hard. So, and I know the harder that I work, the better the stream is going to be. You know, the more photos that we can put up and the more interaction that I can have, the better overall product that we're going to have to show the other streamers what they're up against if they're going to be doing Seattle Mariner content. Big swing and a miss for Julio, 1-2 count. You know it, baby. No fly zone. That's our boy. Hope you enjoyed those burrows. Wish I had a next-gen system so I could be playing College Football 25. I was someone that, you know, religiously played that game when it was out back in the day. You know, it was always Madden and then College Football and 2K and FIFA and, you know, NHL, like pretty much all of them. NBA Live back in the day when it was actually a decent product, even though the 2K series has taken over. And then always making time for Grand Theft Auto or what else, you know, whatever I wanted to play at the time, or Call of Duty. But I'm so busy reading and doing film study and working on the channel and taking care of Paisley, my pup. I really don't have a time to, you know, be playing video games as much as I used to back in the day. 3-2 pitch from Rosenberg to Julio. Julio pops it up a mile behind the plate. Go out of play, out of play. There we go. Good. Count remains full, 3-2. Let's go, Julio. Can you tell I like Julio? Come on, baby. Be electric. And there's a Julio with a walk. We'll take that. At the beginning of the season, he might have swung at that pitch. You know, because obviously everyone knows how to get Julio out. You pitch him inside and you try to jam him. You know, and if you do that, more than likely you're going to be pretty effective. Next up, Luke Raleigh. A great addition to the Seattle Mariners this year with the trade to the Tampa Bay Rays for Jose Caballero. Let's go, Luke. Pitch right down the middle for a strike from Rosenberg. 0-1 count. We're at 35, 65 to go to hit the goal. Pitch is outside, 1-1 count. I'll be going to a couple Duck games this year. I usually try to go to at least 1 or 2 every year. If I'm really lucky, I get to go to like 3, but usually I stream them here on the channel. But I usually try to make an effort to go, to at least 1 or 2, depending on my finances and whatnot, and who I'm going to be going with and whatnot. I went to go see Colorado with Dion and Shadur Sanders last year, where we beat the brakes off of them, which was awesome. Big swing and a miss. Got him. 1 away. Next up, first baseman, Ty France. And I guess if I was going to go to one game this year, I would assume the Ohio State matchup is in Oregon this year, I believe. Right, Matt? So I think that would be the game that I would want to go to. I mean, even if there's a chance for us to lose, we already know Ohio State, Oregon, Texas, and Georgia are going to be the 4 best teams in football on the college football side, as long as there's not any serious injuries. And even if we end up losing that game, that might be our only loss. But what happens if we overachieve and we win that game? If we win the game against Ohio State, there's a chance that Oregon goes undefeated. But I think that, moving forword, Oregon will be in a position with NIL, recruiting, transfers, that we should be able to go 10-2 or better moving forward. 10-2, 11-1, or 12-0. And then maybe we can actually win a fucking bowl game at the end of the year. Because in years past, we could have a good record, but we always suck in bowl games. And I would love to be able to actually get to a good bowl game, make the playoff, and if we end up missing the playoff, like actually going to a good bowl game and fucking winning. Like ending off the season on a high note, not playing like Iowa State and Brock Purdy and getting our ass kicked like we did a couple years ago. 1-2 pitch. France right up the middle. Force out to second. Double play. There it is. Great double play by the Angels there. Let's go to the bottom of the 5th inning. 7-0 Mariners. Megan with a 5er. Stacks on stacks. Racks on racks. Little Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. $5 holla. Let me know what you want out of your silver foxes, and I got you. Appreciate you. We're at 40. 60 to go. Yeah, I got to go to that game. Like, even though I know the tickets are going to be hella scalped and they're going to be, very, very high, not a lot of Oregon fans are going to want to give that up. But again, parking will be crazy. I imagine that they'll probably charge like 50 to 100 for parking, and it's going to be sold out. The vibes are going to be crazy, and it's going to be the loudest that Autzen probably has ever been. It'll probably break a record. So, we might lose, but what happens if we win? And we did play Ohio State. Kayvon Thibodeau was out, and we beat him, in the shoe. So it's not like we can't beat them. We've beaten them already, once they've hit their peak. So hopefully Oregon can match up well, and I would love for them to be able to get that dub on Ohio State. Right, but in college, no one really knew that, that Purdy was going to turn into Purdy. And let's be honest, if Brock Purdy wasn't on the 49ers and he was on a different team, would we be talking about Brock Purdy? Honestly, if Brock Purdy was on one of the bottom feeders like the Panthers, are we talking about Brock Purdy today? No, we're not. Now, if he ended up going to a team that had a good offensive line and a good defense like the Niners, yeah, then maybe we're talking about him, depending on who the coach is and the OC and who the supporting cast is. But if he goes to one of the bottom feeder teams, we're not talking about Brock Purdy, more than likely. But he was solid in college, and I knew that he would be a decent player, but I don't think that anyone anticipated Brock Purdy being this good. But also it's about who, is your supporting cast, who's your OC, who's your coach, who's your offensive line. And it kind of helps when you have Run CMC, the best running back in football, and Debo, and George Kittle, and, make him puke Ayuk, and all these great players around him. So, you put him on a shitty team like the Panthers, we're not talking about Brock Purdy. Bottom of the 5th, 7-0 Mariners. But I always liked him when he was there, But again, I'm just saying, that was just giving an example. I mean, we lose to everyone. I mean, it doesn't matter who we play. We could play like Minnesota and lose when they have like Marion Barber III. It doesn't matter. It's like we could have a successful season, and when the bowl game comes around, we just get fucking stomped. Not every time. You know, we've had some magical moments, you know, winning the Rose Bowl with Chip Kelly, winning the Rose Bowl with Justin Herbert, and those are magical. You know, but we haven't had as many magical, you know, end of the season, like a good stamp, like, okay, we did it, you know. A lot of times it's been kind of ending the season on a low note. Pitch is high and outside, 1-0 count for Luis Guillorme. Let's go, baby. From one Luis to another. Let's go. Oh, one pitch. Chopper. Up the middle. Oh, he bobbled it. Got him! Wow. J.P. Crawford with the bobble and still got Luis Guillorme. I don't know. They might have to review that. Look at this. Hits him on the heel of the glove. He doesn't give up on the play. Goes in the mitt, sidearms it, and still gets a fucking out. That's my fucking boy. J.P. Crawford, I love you. Nice job. Great job. Fantastic play. That's a good question. I'm not too sure. I mean, we're at 51 right now, right? And we have a 4-game set. I don't know if we're going to be able to sweep the Angels. We don't want to get cocky, you know, but I would say winning 3 out of 4 should be our goal. But we have a chance to, you know, end up, you know, winning 4 out of 4. We did win all 3 matchups in Seattle, and by pretty easy margins out of the first, 2 out of 3. First game was 5-4, and then we blew them out in the second game and the third game. So we won game 1, 5-4, second game 9-0, third game 5-1. And then we're on pace right now with 7-0, so I'm not too sure. Dread night before mullet night. They should do that with Castillo as well. Have dreads attached to a hat. I would buy that. I would wear that at the stadium. They should do it for Castillo and Stanek. I should reach out to Mariners PR. Rojas. Is that foul or fair? Is that an error? Fucking A. Rojas with a bobble after JP had a bobble. Son of a bitch. We have an error for the Angels. Is that an error for him? I think it is. Let's look. Oh, they're showing the JP replay. I can't even believe JP ended up getting that out. Way to stay with that play. I honestly feel, to be honest, Darren, even if we did 0 moves, you know, we made no moves in the bullpen, no moves at the trade deadline for hitters or for relievers, I still think we're going to win the division, honestly. You know, I think we're better than the Astros. I think we're better than the Rangers as well this year. Now, in years past, the Astros and Rangers were much better than us. But this year, we're better. You know, even though our batting averages stink, we still got a top 3 pitching staff, and guys are gonna get healthier, and we're gonna get into a groove after the All-Star break. So I honestly feel even if we make no moves, which I wouldn't recommend, I still think we're gonna win the division. That's me being honest, not being biased. And I think most Mariner fans would agree. You know, that we're good enough, even as the team sits now with our struggles, that we could still end up beating the Astros by a few games. You know, we don't really know what the record of the Astros is going to be, but I would assume that we will end up beating the Astros by somewhere between 2 and probably 10 games by the end of the year. You know, they're going to catch up, and at some point, they may tie us or even pass us. But when it gets, you know, towards July and August, we're going to get hot at the right time. But if we end up getting one bullpen guy to help us with Santos, right, to help us obviously with Andres Munoz and the rest of the guys that we have there in Stanny with Stanek, we get one more guy to fill the Matt Brass role, and we get 2 hitters. I think that, yeah, then we'll be able to win the division by who knows by how many. You know, it could be huge, but I still think the Astros are going to get close, but I still think that we're going to be able to win the division this year. Astros had their moment. The Rangers had their moment. This year, it's the Seattle Mariners. So. Well, you're just saying that because you're a biased Astros fan. You know, Rangers were very good. You know, Astros had their moment, but you have to remember, man, you have the asterisks. You guys are known for cheating. So there's nothing that you can say to anyone that's going to take that away. you know. And so once you cheat, you're labeled as a cheater forever. And that's just how it goes, you know, whether you want to hear that or not. That's just how it goes. And the Rangers were very, very good. You can't win 11, 12, 13 games on the road in the playoffs and not lose and think the Astros were better. They weren't. Come on, brother. Don't be biased. This channel might not be a fit for you, bro. You know, with your Houston Astro bias, brother. Because no matter what you say, you know, you're just going to get rejected like the Kembe Mutombo. Because once you cheat, you know, that's how it goes, bro. You know, when the Patriots cheated, that's what it is. The Astros cheated, that's what it is. There's no level of convincing with you typing in the chat that's going to change that. Top of the 6, 7-0 Seattle. Next up, Jorge Polanco. Polo with another single right up the middle, baby. Let's go. Nice job by Jorge Polanco. 3 straight quality games for Jorge. Nice job. And it's just me being honest and real. Most Astro fans end up getting booted from this channel. So, you know, you're actually one of the lucky ones that I haven't booted off this channel. And I keep it real. I keep it honest. I'm not going to be biased, you know, but again, I mean, if you can't see the problem with your own team, this might not be the channel for you, bro. You might have to just go watch baseball on an Astros channel. If there is anybody that actually covers baseball on YouTube for the Astros, this may not be a fit for you here. That's just me being honest. Pitch out of the zone. 2-0 count from Rosenberg to Haniger. 2-0 pitch. Just because you had a personal experience with a troll that said something to you, that you can't take away what they achieved and what they did. You guys already had your moment, you know, and if you can't give someone else, you know, their moment, this is not the channel for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're going to be so much of a hater, you know, regardless of what someone said to you, there's going to be plenty of people that are going to be assholes and trolls. They're going to say mean things and hurtful things. But at the end of the day, if you're going to let one person dictate your whole outcome of something else just because of that one scenario, you know, this channel is not for you, bro. You're actually lucky I haven't booted you, and I'm being real. Nice catch there in the outfield. 1 away. Be the bigger person. Be the better person. You know, you can have someone pull a knife. You can have someone try to beat you up. You can get jumped, you know. But still, at the end of the day, you got to give credit where credit is due. And if you can't, this channel is not for you, bro. Just, you know, like I said, you know, you're on a thin rope here. Because the thing is most Astros fans, they can't admit that they cheated, and they just want to be able to, you know, talk around the subject, and they want to be able to deflect instead of giving the proper answer. Yeah, we cheated, you know what I mean? But it seems like Patriot fans and a lot of Astros fans, they have this problem where they act like they didn't cheat, you know, like it never happened. You know, and again, it's not like people are trying to, you know, say something that didn't happen. It fucking happened. You know, buzzers and garbage cans and the cheating. So, you know, if you can actually be real, you own it and say, well, you know, yeah, it happened, you know, and I'm sorry it happened. But again, hopefully now that they're not cheating and you move forward, that's the fucking problem with Astros fans is they can't fucking admit when they're wrong and when they ended up doing something wrong. Same thing with some Patriot fans back in the day. They just act like nothing ever happened and that everyone is crazy but them, you know, that's real. That's the problem with a lot of Astro fans and Patriot fans is that they just can't look in the mirror and admit that they were wrong. There we go. Go, go, go. Polo to third. Runners on first and third, baby. There we go. Nice job by Jonathan Clase. Nice job, Jonathan. Top of the 6th. Runners on the corners on first and third with 1 out. Nice follow-through swing from Jonathan Clase. Next up, shortstop, J.P. Crawford. I mean, there's a lot of people that are already out there that are haters. You know what I mean? And I don't got the patience for that here. You know what I mean? There's plenty of other. There's millions of YouTube channels that are out there. You know. And there's a reason why that you ended up coming here as an Astro fan, because I'm not like every fucking other Mariner fan or other hater, right? You know, that's just going to put down the Astros and put down the Rangers and the A's and the Angels, you know, for no reason. Because I'm not like that. I'm not built that way. There we go. Nice RBI by JP. 8-0 Mariners. Yeah, but you're backpedaling now like you're a corner that just got burned for a touchdown. Don't backpedal now, all right? You know, you got to stay true to what you were saying. You know, like I said, don't backpedal now, bro. You just got burned by O-Dog for a 99-yard touchdown. Now you're backpedaling. Come on, bro. Top of the sixth, 8-0 Mariners. Nice job, JP, with that nice RBI. Next up, Hollywood, Josh Rojas. Nice job. Let's go. Runners at first and second, one away. It's because you're an Astro fan and you can't give credit to the Rangers. That's how it started. You can't let personal experiences that happen to you dictate the rest of your life. You know, that's like if I got jumped by a bunch of like brothers or Latinos, and then all of a sudden I'm racist for the rest of my life, and every brother and Latino person is a horrible person. I mean, you know, like I said, you can have something happen, but that can't dictate your rest of your future just because an individual of a, you know, whether it be a different race or same race of a person or a bad situation happened, you know, and you can't let that dictate your whole future, man, with that hatred in your heart, bro. Be better. Be the bigger person. Be more mature. I mean, racism exists, you know, and it's never going to go away, you know. But again, you know, life is too short to be a hater. Top of the sixth, 8-0 Mariners. Runners at first and second with one out. Let's go, baby. Big swing and a miss. There goes Rojas. 2 away. Next up, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Let's go, Cal. Let's go. Boom. Back. Gone. Cal Raleigh. Let's go. Third time with multi-home run game, baby. Woo! Cal Raleigh homering from both sides of the plate again. He is the MVP. He deserves to be in the All-Star game. Big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Let's go. Let's go. But he's not an All-Star. He's not electric. Wow. 11-0 Mariners. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. 11-0 Seattle. Big dumper, baby. And people thinking that, you know, Adley Rutschman and Salvador Perez and all these other guys are so much better than Cal Raleigh. Cal can play defense. He can hit from both sides of the plate, and he can go deep. He's a clutch hitter. I mean, I don't know, you know, and I think a lot of people, you know, if they could end up taking back their vote, you know, because at one point, a few days back, Cal was 10th in voting in the American League. So you're telling me that there's 9 other catchers in the American League that are better than Cal Raleigh? Get the fuck out of here. There's not guys hitting home runs from both sides of the plate. I mean, even Adley Rutschman and Salvador Perez aren't doing numbers typically like that. Huge. Nice job by Big Dumper. My big dumper rookie card just went up in value. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Little dribbler. And the inning ends in the top of the 6th, but we have an 11-0 lead, baby. Let's go. Unbelievable. Big dumper. But I guarantee, if they did a revote, and after seeing Cal Raleigh and what he's been able to do, he definitely would be in more of the consideration of being an alternate, behind Adley Rushman. Salvador Perez is there, but Cal Raleigh, pretty fucking deserving, man. He's been the MVP for the Seattle Mariners this year, and he's been our best player. And a lot of people thought, it's just going to be Julio like it was in his rookie year and obviously last year. But, you're starting to see this is the player that should be paid big money like Julio got paid. We should be paying money to Cal Raleigh. And if you're not going to pay money for Cal Raleigh, I don't even know if I want to be a fan of this team. I hope that they're smart enough to realize how important Cal Raleigh is to the roster. Huge. I mean, if we ever want to end up going to an ALCS or to a World Series, it's going to have to be with a guy like Cal Raleigh catching. Big facts. Nice job, big dumper. Fucking A, man. Huge. Let's go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Next up, 0 for 1 with a base on ball and a K, left fielder Taylor Ward. Batting second, right fielder Kevin Pillar. And batting third, catcher Logan Ohapi. 11-0 Mariners. Is that good? $19 home runs for Cal. Is that good? But he's not good enough to be an all-star, apparently. And at some point, we have to be able to understand, batting average is a little low, but look what he does on defense, throwing guys out from first to second. One of the best in Major League Baseball, if not the best, right? Being able to hit homers from the left side and the right side, right? And also being the best clutch hitter in the 7th inning and beyond. Like, if that doesn't scream all-star, I don't know what it is. And again, if you're going to have Adley Rushman start, he deserves to start. But Cal deserves to be on the roster. And it's also a snubbery to not even have Andres Munoz. He should have automatically made it with Logan Gilbert. But again, we're just going to have to prove the haters wrong and the doubters wrong, that we're better than people actually think. And hopefully at one point, we're going to end up having 2, 3, 4 players from the Seattle Mariners represented in the All-Star game. And they don't have to necessarily start. They could be alternates or backups, but they deserve to at least get the nod. Bottom of the 6th, 11-0 Mariners. Let's go. Next up, right fielder Kevin Pillar. Pitches outside, 1-0 count. What a game. Someone needs to look up to see what the record is for runs this year for the Mariners. I'm trying to remember, is this the most that we've scored this year? Is 11 the season high, or did we score more than 11? Someone needs to look that up on Google right now. Google, Bing, Yahoo. And I imagine on the broadcast they're going to talk about it here in a second. Pitches inside, 3-0 count. We're at 40, 60 to go. Time called. What a game. Megan, Elliot, Sarah, and Matt, shout out to you guys for the Twitter/X. 33 people watching over there. 72 watching total. Let's go. Where are we at on the likes? Are we at 40 yet? Where are we at? We're at 40. There we go. We need 10 more to hit the goal to get to 50. If you haven't smashed the like button yet, please do. Now we're at 41. We need 9 more to hit the goal. Let's go. We got definitely a very good chance to hit that number since we're only in the bottom of the 6. What an ass whooping. I love it. 12 is the highest. Thank you, Calvin. Appreciate you. Let's go, baby. Let's keep pouring it on. I mean, this isn't going to happen that often, right? Let's keep pouring it on as much as we can. I'm not saying that we're going to win 15-0, but it would be amazing if we did something like that. Pitch is outside. Wow. He got the punch out there, but that definitely was like 2 feet outside of the box, and that should have been a walk. He might get ejected there. Pilar has a good case there. That definitely was a bad call by the ump there, and I think he just got ejected. Good frame job by Cal, but that was easily a walk. And I feel bad for Kevin Pilar. I mean, they're already down 11-0. That should have been a walk. It's not going to matter. It's not like they were going to come back, but that was an Angel Hernandez call. Ron Washington, he's like, come on, bro, we're already down 11-0. Guava was the highest, but it was in preseason. What about regular season? Is this the most that we've scored in the regular season? I believe it is. I mean, I cover every game, but when you do like every single game, from first pitch to last pitch, sometimes, because I usually will end up doing out of 162 games, I'm going to do probably 150 games throughout the year. There's probably only going to be like 10 or 12 games that I don't do, like when they're on at like 9 or 10 in the morning on a particular day. But I'm going to try to do like 99 or 98% of the games throughout the year. And that's definitely more than any other Seattle Mariner or content creator. Big facts. Let's go. 11-0 Mariners. Let's go. Trident's up. And it's crazy that Cal, ended up hitting, a homer from both sides of the plate just a couple days ago, and then to do it again. I mean, think about the players that are in baseball. How many guys could actually do something like that? Not many. There's not many switch hitters that have the ability to hit a home run from that weak side. And Cal's weak side is that right side, but that right side is actually pretty good. 11 runs, 13 hits, no errors. Seattle Mariners whooping ass. I love it. Let's go. End of the 6th inning. 11-0 Seattle. Fuck yeah. Next up for the Mariners, 0 for 3 with a run and an RBI. First baseman, Ty France. Let's go, Ty. Batting second. And I don't know what happened with Jorge Polanco, but this is his 3rd straight amazing game. Like, he's literally had, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, he's had a 10 and a 10 and a 10, 3 games in a row, 2 for 3 with a, what was he at? 2 for 3 with a run and 2 RBIs so far, and he's not even done. Second baseman, Jorge Polanco. Nice job. And batting third, 0 for 2 with a run, base on ball, and a K. DHing today for the Mariners, Mitch Haniga. Let's go. And like I mentioned multiple times on the stream, make sure you guys are taking care of your mental health. Addiction, depression, anxiety, these are things that a lot of us are going through right now or have in the past. So if you feel like you're slipping a little bit into the darkness, make some minor adjustments to your daily routine. Exercise a little bit more, cut back on the fast food. Exercise, get that energy, go for a walk, spend time with your pets and friends. It'll make all the difference, okay? Eat a little bit healthier, cut back on the fast food, and make sure you're listening to music at least for 30 minutes every day. And not just in the car, but inside your house or an apartment or condo. Make sure you're taking the time to do that. And if you do that, I promise you, it'll help you get out of the darkness quicker, and it'll help you win the day. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. And and with like Cal putting up these kind of numbers, You know, everyone wants to say Julio, but I hope that we reward Cal with a huge contract. And I wouldn't even give a shit if we gave him $200 million, $250 million, $300 million. I want to make sure Cal Raleigh plays for 15 or 20 years and all for the Seattle Mariners. Because if we can keep Cal Raleigh, George Kirby, and Julio together, once they all came in as rookies together in 2022 when we made the playoffs, that's going to be a big key. Back, off the wall. Wow, Ty France missed a home run by about 8 feet. Wow, big single there by Ty France. Wow, almost hit a homer. Man, we are locked and loaded here today. I see you, Ty. Exit velo 111.1. My goodness. Crushed the shit out of that ball by Rosenberg. Next up, the MVP for the Mariners, second baseman Jorge Polanco. Let's go, Jorge. You've been shitty all year, and then these last 3 games, you have been amazing. Playing like the player that we paid the $10, $11 million for this year. Let's go. Oh, 1 pitch from Rosenberg to Polanco. Polanco, another switch hitter for the Mariners. And I'm bamboozled. I'm shocked that, Polanco finally got it together, let alone, he did 3 games in a row. I mean, we don't even have players, like Cal or Julio that usually can have 3 good games in a row. And for Polo to get booed and booed and booed and booed, and then all of a sudden the light switch got turned on and he's had 3 awesome games in a row. Good for him. Well deserved. Looks like it might be a double play, though. I think he hit into 2 double plays, but hey, we've already gotten some RBIs and some hits from us. That's all right. And I feel that the boos are going to stop now. As long as he doesn't make any big errors, on defense, and he can keep this momentum going, I feel that the boos will start to end, and deservedly so. Because why are you going to boo a guy where he's helping us win, and he's played great the last 3 games? If you're booing him, then you're just kind of a hater. And again, I booed him, because he wasn't playing well offensive and defensively, and Ryan Bliss was there, and we weren't playing him. But we have no reason to be booing Polanco anymore. At this point, he has earned the boos to stop. Facts. Let's go. Stand with Ukraine in the building. What's good? I feel my Cal Raleigh rookie card. It's like boop, 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 boop. Just going up in value. I might have to get another one at some point. 0-2 pitch. Pitch is low and into the dirt. 1-2 count. And Cal's going to end up being the best catcher in Mariners history. Normally right now, most people, have Dan Wilson as the guy. But if Cal ends up staying on the Mariners for another 10 to 15 years, he's going to shatter every fucking Dan Wilson record and any record of any Mariner catcher ever. And then let alone that, he'll be able to compete with, guys like Adley Rutschman and Salvador Perez, stat-wise, and putting up big numbers. So can't wait to see how Cal develops. 2-2, throw to first. There goes Haniger. End of the 7th inning. At the top of the 7th, we're going to the bottom of the 7th. 11-0 Seattle. 14 hits, 11 runs. Unbelievable. See who's up next for the Angels. Even if they had Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout, I don't think that they would be able to make a comeback. Not today. But it definitely would help them. They're definitely missing those guys tremendously. See who's up next for the Angels. Next up for the Angels, 0-2, second baseman Brandon Drury. Batting second in the order, 1-2, center fielder Mickey Moniak. And batting third, 1-2, shortstop Zach Neto. Let's go Mariners. We're at 40, 60 to go. Let's go, baby. Bauman is in. Pitch right down the middle for a strike, 0-1 count. Yeah, and normally when we have a really big game, what happens the next game? We usually don't score a whole lot. But again, we are going against the Angels. We're undefeated against them. And again, we'll see what happens. But I think there will be a good chance that we win 3 out of 4. And you never know. We might be able to win all 4 games. But again, we have to make sure we're getting 4 hits or 4 runs, 7 to 10 hits. And if we can get 4 runs, 7 to 10 hits in all 4 games, then I think we can go 4-0. But if we end up hitting 3 runs or less, there's a good chance that we might end up losing 1 or 2 of the games. But I like our chances winning 3 out of 4. And hopefully we win 4 out of 4. But it'll really probably come down to that rubber match at 1 o'clock on Sunday. And also, Brian Wu will be coming up, and we'll have to see if he can stay healthy. But I like our chances. But definitely we're not going to be scoring 11 in the next 3 games against the Angels. This will probably be the only double-digit scoring game that we have out of the 4. But if we end up doing it again at some point, I would love that. But chances of it happening again, probably not that likely, unless that same pitcher is pitching to us again. So. DX with the 20. Appreciate you. Eli, yeah. Stacks on stacks. Racks on racks. A little Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. Julio. No fly zone, baby. Let's go. Appreciate you, DX. Julio Rodriguez. No fly zone, baby. Nice job. Mariner Moose is out. Nice job, Julio. Let's go, baby. Bottom of the 7th, 11-0 Seattle. Season high for the Mariners. I appreciate you very much. Let me know what you want to do for photos. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, little Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. But also, too, in that particular game, if you actually had a better offensive line and could contain Aaron Donald, you would have been able to score a touchdown there and, might have been able to win that game. But again, when you end up going against one of the best defensive players in this generation, that's what made it tough. But if he just had a little bit more time, another maybe half second or second, he was open. And if they would have scored a touchdown there, the Bengals would have had a really good chance, to win that Super Bowl. But, we'll see if, the Bengals can end up getting back, to that Super Bowl before Burrow's career is over. Look at that bare hand throw to first. Wow, look at the stretch by Ty France. Unbelievable. Let's go. Megan with a 20. I appreciate you. Stacks on stacks. Racks on racks. A little Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. $20 holla and another $20 holla. Let me know what you guys want to do for photos, Megan and DX. Are you ready? Oh. Neto just got hit right there. He goes to first. Hopefully he's okay. Zach is like, you hit me, bro. Come on, Mariners. Don't be doing that. Come on, baby. We have 11-0. We're giving the Angels the Hollywood Hogan boot, baby. Zach Neto to first. Runners at first and second, 1 out. We need a double play, baby. Next up, third baseman, Luis Guillorme. Pitch is high out of the zone, but called strike. 0-1 count. Bottom of the 7th, 11-0. Seattle. $20 to hit the goal. Let's go. Oh, Demo coming in for JP Crawford. Nice catch by Demo, 2 away. Yeah, but also remember, Eli Apple is just no good. So again, regardless if you had Eli Apple or if you had anybody else, I mean, the defense really wasn't that good, for the Bengals. You had some players, but again, you needed a little bit more. And again, when you're going against Stafford and Cooper Kupp and and you got Aaron Donald on the other side, I mean, you needed to play flawless in that game. And again, when you have holes in the defense, the team like that with Sean McVay is going to exploit it, and that's what happened. So, and even if you ended up having a Pro Bowl, corner or safety, they still might have scored. So it just hurts when you feel like you're so close that you could have won that game. But hopefully it won't be the last time that we see Burrow in a Super Bowl. Oh, Jeff Dunham. Good choice. Bottom of the 7th, 11-run lead. Runners at first and second. Pitches outside. 2-2 count. Pitches outside. 3-2 count. Count is full. Two pitch. Did that hit him or did that hit the bat? Oh, Shark Week has been great. I watch it every day. Shark Week on Discovery with John Cena and Shark Fest on Nat Geo. I've been watching 5 hours of shark programming every day for a week now. It's been great. 3-2 pitch. And he walked him. We got bases loaded. Fuck this Bowman guy, motherfucker. We had an 11-0 lead, and now we got bases loaded with 2 outs. Get the fuck out of here. There's some Fluffy photos up as well. I've had a couple friends that have seen Fluffy do his thing. They said it was 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. I don't think I would have to ask some of my friends if anybody has seen Dunham here in Oregon or Washington, but I know they've seen Fluffy though. Crushed foul towards first base. We got bases loaded with 2 outs. Let's not give up anything this inning. Let's go. And this guy can't hit the strike zone with the shit out here. Pitch inside, pitch outside. Come on now. That one is way out of the strike zone, but called a strike. Yeah, this ump is like Angel Hernandez. This guy's terrible. He's giving the Mariners calls that we don't deserve. And now we're going to get out of the inning. Bases loaded with 2 outs. 2-2 count. Bowman. Demo right there, baby. Wow, we leave him stranded. Thank God. Let me know what you want to be able to see, Megan, and I got you here next. Fluffy. Fluffy, funny as shit. Great storyteller. Go to the top of the 8th, 11-0 Mariners. Jonathan Clase just foul. Oh, you did? Jonathan Clase, 1 for 3 with a run, 0-1 pitch. In the zone, not called strike, but probably should have been. Rosenberg is still out there, 1-1 count. Man, this ump is crazy. Strike zone is all over the place. Popped up, should be a routine play there for the Angels. 1 away. Dylan Moore batting for JP. Let's see if Demo can get a hit here. His defense has been superb since he entered the game. Let's go, Demo. Pitches inside at the knees, 1-0 count. Anything specific that you want to be able to see, Megan? Same Silver Foxes. You want to see Jim Zorn, Largent, Pete, Hack? You let me know. Seahawk players, DK, Lockett, Gino, the rookie, Byron, let me know. Stefan, whatever you want, let me know. Top of the 8th, 11-0 Mariners. Rosenberg on the mound. Demo in the box. That one popped back foul behind the plate. 1-2 count. Let's go, Demo. Finish strong. One-two pitch. Pitch is high. Good eye. 2-2 count from Rosenberg to Demo. Moose and Stefan. Got you. Okay. Got it. Chopper towards third base. Foul. Go, baby. Demo popped up. Behind the plate, foul. Big swing and a miss. Rung him up. 2 away. There goes Demo. Next up, Hollywood, Josh Rojas. Let's go, Hollywood. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. I haven't checked likes here in a minute. Let's see where we're at. Are we at 50 yet? Where are we at? We have 77 people watching. We're at 41. We still need 9 more to get to 50. If you haven't smashed the like button yet, please do. Now we're at 42. 8 more to get to 50. Let's go. Definitely attainable. We got 2 innings to get 8 likes. I think we can do that. Pitch is high. 2-0 count to Hollywood, Josh Rojas. Pitch is outside. 3-0 count. 1 more pitch from Rosenberg. Might lead to a walk. And there it is. We'll take it. There's the walk, baby. Hollywood, take your base, baby. All right, next up for the Mariners with a home run from both sides of the plate again, the right side and the left side. Can he hit 3 home runs in the same game? I mean, we haven't seen too many players hit 3 or 4 home runs for the Mariners. Macklemore back in the day. But it's not very common for any player to let alone hit 2 home runs, let alone 3 or 4. Go Mariners. No 3 home run game for Cal. Popped up. And let's go to the bottom of the 8th inning. 11-0 Mariners. If I can squeeze in 1 or 2 more for you. Cal Raleigh breaking records already in his 3rd season. Even Anson likes that. Taylor Ward popped up. Routine play for the Mariners. 1 away. Nice shot by Luke Raleigh. 1 away. Oh, Bizzardo is in. Next up for the Angels normally would be Kevin Pillar, but they're bringing in Joe Adell. I remember last time we played them, they brought in Adell and he homered against the Mariners. Adell, throw to first, got him. No luck for Joe Adell there. Next up, Logan Ohapi. 0 for 2. 0 for 3 with a K. Big swing and a miss, 1-1 count. 11-0 Mariners in the bottom of the 8th. Let's go. One pitch right down in the zone for a strike for Bizzardo. 1-2 count. Let's go, baby. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. 2-2 count. This is the most runs that we've scored in the regular season so far with 11. But I'm not sure how many more that we're going to get. It kind of feels like the momentum has slowed down a little bit. So I wouldn't be shocked if the game ends at an 11-0 score or maybe 11-1. Depending on if the Angels can get anything in the next inning. I don't think they're going to get it here, but they might get lucky in the 9th and maybe be able to string in a couple hits or some kind of lucky play, but it kind of feels like the game is going to end 11-0. All time, someone would have to look that up. Someone would have to look it up on Google. Big swing and a miss. Got him. End of the 8th inning, 11-0 Mariners. I don't know if anyone would know that off the top of their head. No. Someone could look that up, though. See who's up next for the Mariners. Next up for the Mariners, 0 for 1 with a K, it's Demo Dylan Moore. No, that can't be right. That was from the last inning. I think they need to refresh that. Didn't we just already see that? Let me see. Can't be Demo. We just saw Demo. Did they go back in the order already? It's saying Demo, Rojas, and Cal Raleigh. But didn't we just see that? Now I got to wait and see to see where we're at in the lineup. But that's what it's saying. Demo, Rojas, and Cal Raleigh. But I could have swore that we already saw those, but maybe that's where we're at. I mean, we've gone through so many guys in the order. Who knows? ESPN is usually a little slow, so. Yeah, because Cal ended up flying out, so I think they just needed to refresh their statistics. Because I was going to say, didn't we just see Demo, Rojas, and Cal? Because we were thinking, oh, Cal could go for 3 home runs, and then he popped out. So obviously they need to refresh their page, and they obviously have not. So then would it be Julio, Luke Raley, and Ty France? Oh, now it's Victor Robles. Now they adjusted it. So Victor Robles, Raley, and France. Okay, that makes more sense. Victor Robles pinch hitting for Julio. I mean, we've gone through so many guys in the order, it gets confusing. There's Victor Robles coming in for Julio Rodriguez in the top of the ninth. But it kind of feels like this will end at an 11-0 score, unless these teams are still trying to grind it out and get more. Definitely is a memorable game, though. I won't forget it. Rosenberg. That one crushed. Foul. 0-1 count. See if Luke Raleigh can do anything here. Let's go, Luke. Got hit by a pitch twice today. 0-1 pitch. Raleigh. Line drive to left field. Nice catch. 2 away. And potentially the last Mariner batter in this game. First baseman, Ty France. Go, Ty. Let's finish strong. 1 for 4. Let's make it 2 for 5. Got a run in an RBI. Go, baby. And we'll be live tomorrow at same time, same place, 6:30 Pacific on Friday, 6:30 Pacific on Saturday, and then 1 o'clock on Sunday. So we'll be grinding it off. No days off, baby. 1-0 pitch. France. All the way to the wall. Back-to-back at-bats. All the way to the wall. A single and now a double. Nice job. Good effort by Ty. I mean, most people would just say, fuck it, the game is over. Ty's like, I need to pad my stats a little bit. There we go. Hell yeah. Next up for the Mariners, finally getting an opportunity to hit, my boy, Ryan Bliss. Let's go, Ryan. See if Ryan can get on base here. Nice to see Ryan Bliss get a chance to actually hit, not just be a pinch runner. Come on, Ryan. Big swing and a miss. 0-1 count. Confidence, 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 swagger, aura, vibe. Let's go, Ryan. What's better than 11-0, 12-0 if Bliss gets an RBI here? 0-1 pitch. Pitch into the dirt. 1-1 count. Viva La France. Try dance up. We're at 80, 20 to go to hit the goal. A few more likes to get to 50. Pop foul. Keep carrying. There we go. We need 6 more likes to get to 50. 5 more likes to get to 50. We're at 45. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. If you're watching on Twitter/X, hop on over, smash the like button. We got 67 people watching, even though it's an 11-0 blowout. Something that Mariner fans can hop on and smash a like button for the 11-0 score. 1-2 pitch. Bliss fouls that one down first base. Count remains 1-2. Baker's dozen would be beautiful. Not that we want to get greedy or anything. I mean, we'll probably end up scoring only like 1 run tomorrow. Seems like that's how it typically goes. Right? We have this amazing game, and then all of a sudden the next game we play like shit, but hopefully that's not the case. And I'm hoping that we can end up winning 3 for 4. And if we're really lucky, we'll get a sweep and we'll win all 4 games. But again, it's that last game that kind of concerns me, the rubber match, but we'll see. 2-2 pitch from Rosenberg to Bliss. Bliss pops that one up. Foul. He's battling. 2-2 count. Come on, Ryan. Let's go, baby. Bliss coming in for Polanco here late. But again, when you're a player that doesn't get a whole lot of chances to play, it's kind of hard to gain a little bit of a rhythm here. I wouldn't really expect anything from Bliss here. Popped up, and should be a routine play for the Angels. And we leave one stranded, and all the Angels have to do is get 12 runs here in the bottom of the 9th, and they're going to win. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right, let's go to the bottom of the 9th. Let's see who's up for the Angels to see if they make a little bit of a run here. At least get one. I mean, that would have to be the goal. Not get shut out completely with a goose egg or a donut. Get at least one run. 11-1 is a hell of a lot better than 11-0 on the stat sheet, but I think it's going to end up being 11-0. Fingers crossed. Next up for the Angels, 0 for 3, second baseman Brandon Drury. Batting second, 2 for 3, center fielder Mickey Moniak. And batting third, 1 for 2, shortstop Zach Neto. 11-0 Mariners. And I doubt they're going to bring in Andres Munoz when we're up 11-0. They'll probably save him. So I don't know if Bizzardo is going to keep going or if they're going to bring someone else in, but we'll have to wait and see. All right, no problem. Thank you so much for all your support for me and the channel. Appreciate you very much. We're at 80, 20 to go. True North Trident with a like and a share on the Twitter/X. There'll be a lot of posts on Twitter/X and Instagram that I'm going to be liking after the stream is over. Shout out to True North Trident, Lauren, Megan, Elliot, Sarah, and Matt on the Twitter/X side. Shout out to my boy Marcos Pineda with a nice like on the Facebook post. Appreciate you, Marcos. Lauren in the building. What's good? Trident's up. You like that score? 11-0. Is that good enough for you? Feels good. Fuck, they give no fucks. They're like, fuck it. We're just going to keep Bizzardo out there, which might be the only time we ever see that. Bizzardo in the 8th and the 9th. But we are up 11-0. If it was any other scenario, we probably wouldn't see that. Great game. One of the best games that I've seen. Big swing and a miss. Kiura strung out swinging. One away. Calhoun coming in for Mickey Moniak. Willie Calhoun coming in. Yeah, we're definitely going to win 11-0. We're going to, even though Bizzardo is kind of suspect at times, like Sauce is, the Angels players are already wanting dinner. They want to go get a drink after this game. So I would be shocked if they get anything here. Even if it is against Bizzardo, we should be able to get out of this unscathed. First pitch to Willie Calhoun for a strike, 0-1 count. Oh, that sounds exciting. Where are you going camping? You going somewhere that you've been before, or are you going somewhere brand new? And I assume that you and the whole fam are going. Have a great time. 1-1 pitch. Pitch is inside. 2-1 count. Trident's up, baby. Shit, I do. I need Maurice and Ken Griffey Jr. on speed dial. I need to interview Griffey, Ichiro, Edgar, Randy, Cal, Julio, Lou Pinella, John Olerud, Harold Reynolds. Do I need to keep going? Willie Bloomquist. All of them, baby. Bottom of the 9th, 11-0 Mariners, 3-2 pitch. Cal framed it but dropped it. And Willie Calhoun to first. Billy Swift. Chris Bossio. Tino Martinez. I mean, do I need to keep name dropping? Shit, I can name drop for days. When you collect baseball cards as much as I did back in the 80s and 90s, I feel like I can name drop with the best of them. Basketball, baseball, football, hockey, wrestling. I mean, it's all off the top. It's either you remember or you don't. Macklemore. That's a good one. Need a double play here on Zach Neto. Dribbler towards third base, foul. I would love to end this with a double play. Zach Neto, 1 for 2 today. Oh-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. 1-2 count. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. We need 4 more likes to get to 50. Can we get there before the game is over? We got 80 people in the building. 3 people to hit 50. We're at 47 likes. We need 3 more to hit the final goal. $20 to hit the final goal on the donos as well. We're at 80. 1-2 pitch. Pitch is outside. 2-2 count from Pizzardo. Zach Neto. Neto popped up. That's a souvenir. Back into about the 10th row. Tyler Anderson tomorrow might be 3 runs or less tomorrow. But hopefully if it ends up being 3 runs or less, we win 3-2. Ooh, Gaylord Perry. That's a nice one. Wow. This guy is really Angel Hernandezing this game. That was a foot off the plate for strike 3. I think this if you go back and look at his strike zone, he's had at least like 7 bad calls that were going for the Mariners that were against the Angels. And obviously, you know, if we were biased, we wouldn't say anything, but someone's got to say it. This ump is fucking bad. And it's one thing if he does it for the Mariners, do it for the Angels as well. But he's been doing it only for the Mariners. It's bad enough that we're up 11-0. You don't need to do injury to insult and have pitches 2 feet off the plate for a strike 3, but I guess we'll take it. Jesus. Luis Guillorme. Pitch is low and outside. 1-1 count. But, I mean, he's been calling strikes that have been a foot to 2 feet, not even in the zone. Like, definitely, clearly a ball. But, again, every ump, their strike zone is a little different. But this might be someone that's related to Angel Hernandez. Might be his brother or cousin. 1-1 pitch. That one's on the corner for a strike. 1-2 count. Go, baby. 1 more strikeout for the dub. One, 2. Pitch is low and into the dirt. 2-2 count. Go, baby. Guillorme lined out to center. Bang! And there it is. Final score. Seattle Mariners 11. The Los Angeles Angels 0. Wow. And when the Mariners win, what do? We dance. Mariners win! Mariners win! Mariners win! Let's go. What a fucking game. Back-to-back shutout victories. The Mariner Moose is at, baby. Unbelievable. And we have a 4-game set. And again, you know, it'll be a much more challenging and difficult tomorrow with the best pitcher for the Angels on the mound. But hopefully we can get it done. We need 1 more like to hit 50. We're at 49. There's got to be someone out there that's watching that hasn't smashed the like button just yet. Can we get 1 more like for 50 on the stream while I look up to see who the potential starters are going to be in the next 3 games? So I'll be live tomorrow, same time, same place at 6:30. Brian Woo! 3-1 record, 1.77 ERA possibly tomorrow. Hopefully he plays well. And then on Saturday night at 6:30, we're going to have George Kirby on the mound against Soriano. I like our chances there. And then on Sunday, the rubber match at 1, our potential pitcher is Logan Gilbert. Ooh, we might be able to sweep these guys. Hopefully Brian Wu can keep things electric tomorrow, baby. Oh, my. What a game. Mariner Moose loves it. Mariner fans love it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Great game. Emojis of everywhere. Tridents everywhere. No worries. No worries. I appreciate you very, very much. I'll put them up for you. Even though you're not here, if we get donos, I'll still sprinkle them in, even if you're not here. In spirit, you'll still be able to get some silver foxes in spirit. I'll throw them up tomorrow for you. Let's go, baby. You know it. What a game. Brian Wu tomorrow. I'm excited. Hopefully he'll be able to pitch 6 innings and he doesn't re-aggravate any type of injuries. Get to that 50 like number. Did we get there yet? Did we get there? Did we get to 50? I still see 49 on my end. There it is. We hit the 50. Woo! Let's go. What a game, man. Brian Wu tomorrow, baby. I love it. And this guy right here, man. Something really special about Big Dumper Cal Raleigh. And 2 home runs in the same damn game from both sides of the plate, left side and right side, which he did just a couple games ago. And then all of a sudden, he does it again. Exciting to see the development of our Seattle Mariners. And we're nowhere near being done. And it's nice to be able to have these electric games from time to time. Oh, I'm exhausted. I got to go take Paisley on a long 30 to 45 minute walk. I'll be live again tomorrow, same time, same place, 6:30 Pacific tomorrow, Friday night, 6:30 Pacific on Saturday night, and then 1 o'clock Pacific on Sunday in the afternoon. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very, very much. And I don't know what's going on with Jorge Polanco, but I'll take it. And it just seems like everything is just coming up Seattle Mariners. Oh, I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys. Shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X. Shout out to all the people that are watching here on the YouTube side. You guys are amazing. I love you. Megan, Reflect, Sarah, DX, Matt, and everyone else. I love you and appreciate you. Captain Oreo as well. And I got one question for you. Do you know what it is? What is the question? What is it? Who do you know talk sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics. 11-0 final for the Mariners. I love it, and I love you guys, and I'm out. Gang, go Mariners, baby. Let's get it.